नमस्कार दोस्तों, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल एग्जाम इंश्योर। आज की इस वीडियो में हम IC 45 जनरल इंश्योरेंस अंडरराइटिंग, जो एक एसोसिएट का कंपलसरी एग्जामिनेशन होता है, जो भी कैंडिडेट्स जनरल इंश्योरेंस से अप्लाई करते हैं। सो इसके हम मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन का सेट 3 आज की इस वीडियो में हम करेंगे। सेट 1 और 2 हमने ऑलरेडी अपलोड कर दिया है 50-50 क्वेश्चंस के। अगर आपने उन वीडियोस को नहीं देखा है तो उन वीडियोस को आप जाकर जरूर देखिए। ये सारे के सारे क्वेश्चन मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है जो रियल एग्जाम में पूछे गए हैं। चलिए आज का वीडियो हम स्टार्ट करते हैं। Which rate will be rated as per the internal manual or the guidelines prepared by the insurers for the risk of the same class or the category? Pure rating, loss method rating, generic rating, individual rating, or none of the above. So here correct answer is the generic rating. Insurance packages like the homeowner's comprehensive or the shopkeeper's comprehensive or the banker's blanket insurance come under which rated product? जो भी होम ओनर्स पॉलिसी होती है, शॉपकीपर्स की पॉलिसी होती है और बैंकर्स ब्लैंकेट पॉलिसी होती है, किस टाइप की रेटिंग में आते हैं ये प्रोडक्ट? इंश्योरेंस ऑफ द लार्ज रिस्क, इंडिविजुअल एक्सपीरियंस रेटेड प्रोडक्ट, एक्सपोजर रेटेड प्रोडक्ट और द क्लास रेटेड प्रोडक्ट और नन ऑफ द अबव। सो हियर करेक्ट आंसर इज द क्लास रेटेड प्रोडक्ट। वाई अंडरराइटिंग इज इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर द इंश्योर्ड? जो भी इंश्योर्ड होता है उसके लिए अंडरराइटिंग क्यों जरूरी होती है? इट हैज टू मैच द नीड ऑफ द कस्टमर विद द स्टैंडर्ड सेट बाय द इंश्योरर्स। इट हैज to stay competitive, solvent, and profitable. It helps to know how much he has to pay for the insurance, the term of the coverage, discount, etc. It helps to improve the standard of the safety and care and achievement of the economic goals of the country, or none of the above. So here correct answer is it helps to know how much he has to pay for the insurance, the term of the coverage, and discount. At the time of the writing a proposal, the underwriter has to estimate the probability of operation of the peril to be insured in relation to severity of loss, frequency of loss, both 1 and 2, or none of the above. So the correct answer is both 1 and 2, means severity of the loss and frequency of the loss. Which policy combines two or the more type of insurance cover into one policy? ऐसी कौन सी पॉलिसी है जिसमें दो या उससे ज्यादा जो भी इंश्योरेंस कवर होते हैं उनको एक सिंगल पॉलिसी में इंक्लूड कर दिया जाता है? नेम्ड पेरिल पॉलिसी, स्पेशल कवर पॉलिसी, ऑल रिस्क पॉलिसी, पैकेज पॉलिसी और नन ऑफ द अबव. So here correct answer is the packaged policy. Whenever the target claims ratio exceeds, how much percent there is need to examine the risk at a budgeted level of the underwriting loss and satisfy the regulator on the sustainability of the underwriting model adopted by the insurers. जब भी क्लेम रेशियो किसी एक सर्टेन परसेंटेज से एक्सीड हो जाती है तो इंश्योरर को सेटिस्फाई करना होता है रेगुलेटर को कि उनका जो अंडरराइटिंग मॉडल है वो करेक्ट है। 70%, 75%, 80%, 85% और नन ऑफ द अबव। सो करेक्ट आंसर इज 80%. Rate making involves providing sufficient income to pay for the certain aspect. Which of the following is not one of these? Margin for the reasonable return on the capital employed, investment income, selling and admin expenses, projected claims, or none of the above. A correct answer is investment income. The decision to issue a policy on which of the following occurs when a risk is not deemed to be outside underwriting standard but is considered to be on the high risk within those standard, on a substandard basis, on a preferred basis, proposal to be declined on a standard basis, or none of the above. So here correct answer is on a substandard basis. In a triangle of the last development method, the vertical line represent last development method का जो triangle होता है उसमें जो vertical line होती है वो क्या represent करती है? Change in the exposure level, the evaluation data, the claim development over time, none of the above. So a correct answer is change in the exposure level. Where the variations in the rate compared to the manual tariff is more than how much percent the justification will need to be evaluated critically. 10%, 20%, 25%, 30% or none of the above. So a correct answer is 20%. The estimation of the underwriting probability of an account begins by determination of which of the following premium: written premium, earned premium, both 1 and 2, or the special premium, or none of the above. So, the correct answer is the underwriting profitability of an account begins by determination of the earned premium only. In the Indian construct, the insurance market is in the which of the following stage: in maturity, growth, emerging, developing, or the advanced stage. So, Indian construct insurance market is in the emerging stage only. Which of the following is the rule-based underwriting of the product? Exposure rated product, package product, individual experience rated product, internal tariff rated product, or none of the above. So here correct answer is the internal tariff rated products. Change in the state of the subject matter that are accepted and incorporated by the insurer in his book are called under the policy. amendment, variation, modification, endorsement or classification. So these will be known as the endorsement under the policy. Which are the following is the correct way of revising the policy wording? किसी भी policy की wording को revise करने का correct way क्या होगा? Only by revising the entire policy wording, only by way of the endorsement in the policy, only by a special attachment, either one and two or none of the above. So a correct answer is either one of two. Means only by revising the entire policy wording, पूरी की policy की wording ही revise कर दें, only by the way of endorsement in the policy, किसी भी policy में endorsement attach कर दें. A policy that covers any risk which contract does not specifically exclude is called all purpose cover, all peril cover, all insurance, all risk insurance cover, all term policy, all cover policies. So this will be known as all risk insurance cover. The documentation for the insurance also include the statement of vision of the insurer, code of conduct for the agent, the reinsurance slip. जो भी document होता है insurance के लिए उसमें क्या क्या include होता है? Only one, only two, only three, both one and three, and all. So only three will include as the documentation for the insurance. Means in the insurance slip will be only the documentation for the pertinent element that are used to add up the rates, make the rating plan, and the various specific element in it are known as relevant factor, premium factor, rating factor, considerate factor, or the deterministic factors. So these factors known as the rating factors. व्हाट कैन बी द रिजल्ट ऑफ द पुअर अंडरराइटिंग? अगर हम पुअर अंडरराइटिंग करेंगे तो उसका रिजल्ट क्या होगा? पुअर अंडरराइटिंग कैन रिजल्ट इन द रिड्यूस्ड प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी और इन द इंक्रीज्ड मार्केटिंग स्पेंड और इन द रिडक्शन ऑफ द वॉल्यूम. ओनली वन, ओनली टू, ओनली थ्री, बोथ वन एंड टू और बोथ वन एंड थ्री. So here correct answer is both 1 and 3. Means poor underwriting can result in the reduced profitability or poor underwriting can result in the reduction of the volume. The process of underwriting is underwriting की process क्या होती है? To classify the subject matter according to their degree of the insurability, to evaluate the risk to which they are exposed, to finalize their acceptance along with the terms and charge appropriate rate of the premium. Only one, only two, only three, both one and two, and all one, two, three. So a correct answer is all one, two, three. What corrective actions can be taken by an insurance company to reduce loss? इंश्योरेंस कंपनी अपने लॉसेस को रिड्यूस करने के लिए क्या एक्शन ले सकती है? However difficult to understand policy wording. Sell policies for bigger time expense with auto renew features, modify underwriting guidelines, revitalize the economy to achieve the growth, invest the premium collected in the high risk asset like equities which can give better return to mitigate the losses. So a correct answer is modifying underwriting guidelines. The disadvantage of the package policy include package policy का disadvantage क्या होता है? Premium is lower when compared to the sum of individual policy premium. The insured may have to pay premium for the some covers which are not required. Renewal for the all cover come up on the same day. Some extra cover may be available. One does not have to deal with the different insurers. So here correct answer is the insured may have to pay premium for some covers which are not required. So जो भी पैकेज पॉलिसी होती है उसमें इंश्योर्ड को क्या होता है कि कुछ ऐसे कवर भी हो सकते हैं जिनकी उसको जरूरत ना हो फिर भी उसके लिए उसको पे करना पड़े. Within how many days shall an insurer dispose a claim after the receipt of the survey report? 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, 30 days, 45 days. So within 30 days, the insurer shall dispose the claim after the survey report, which is an exclusion under the marine insurance for the proposal sanitary ware. Sanitary ware का अगर कोई proposal आता है marine insurance में तो क्या exclusion होगा है? Loss due to sunken cargo, breakage and chipping, damage due to water. Only one, only two, only three, both one and two, all one, two, three. So the correct answer is only one and two. So breakage and chipping will be the exclusion. With respect to the motor insurance, which of the following is the rating factor? Motor insurance के respect में कौन सा rating factor होगा? Lingual preference, vehicle parking space और annual income. So the correct answer is only two. Means vehicle parking space will be the rating factor in the motor insurance. Appropriate data will have the information on which of the following related to insurance policies. So appropriated data will have the information for the risk covered. Select which of the following given option from a part of an effective product proposal. The product issue list, the expected results and monitoring process, the past claim experience for the other product. So the correct answer is only two. Means the expected result and the monitoring process. Under the regulations stated by the AIRDAI, What needs to be clearly stated in the general insurance policy? The record of the various claims made by the insured, the details of the previous policies purchased by the insured, the sum insured, all of the above or none of the above. The correct answer is the sum insured need to be clearly stated in the insurance policy. The proposal form will seek to have the information on proposal form में कौन सी information होगी which is relevant to the risk, which is not relevant to the risk on the proposal's personal life. So the correct answer is the proposal form will have the information only which is relevant to the risk. Select the system which is the compromise between the prior approval system and no file system. Flex rating system, use and file system, file and use system, all of the above or none of the above. So here correct answer is file and system is a compromisation between the prior approval system and no file system. The party who gets his life or property insured against risk is called ADI, insurer, insured, insurer or agent. So here insured will be known as the party whose life or the property insured against risk. With regard to the loss ratio method, which of the following below option hold true? It is based on the exposure, it requires existing rates, it gives indicated rates. So a correct answer is loss ratio method is requires existing rates. What are large risk as per the file and use guidelines? जो file and use guidelines है उनके according large risk क्या होता है? So large risks are those which cannot be managed. ऐसे रिस्क जो मैनेज नहीं किए जा सकते हैं. Or the risk which cannot be predicted. Large risks are those which is rupees 100 crore or more per event for the liability insurance. Large risks are those which cannot be quantified. Large risks are those which cannot be controlled. So the correct answer is large risks are those which is 100 crore or more per event for the liability insurance. Which of these statement is incorrect? Incorrect statement कौन सा है? A proposal form is compulsory in case of the marine insurance. If a wrong answer is given in a proposal form, it will give the right to insurer to avoid the contract. The schedule contains information applicable to the particular contract. So a correct answer is a proposal form is compulsory in case of marine insurance. So this is incorrect. An insurer should design the insurance product which have equitable pricing, do speculation to maximize the profit, have discriminating insurance policies. So, insurance should design the insurance product which have the equitable pricing. Only one option is correct. Documentation for the insurance also include vision statement for the insurer, code of conduct of the insurance agent, policy documentation, and the condition warranties. So documentation for insurance include the policy documentation and condition and warranty. Which of these is are included in the insurance document? Insurance document में क्या include होता है? The proposal form, the statement of the vision of the insurer, the code of conduct of the insurance agent. Correct answer is insurance document में सिर्फ proposal form होता है. Consider a hypothetical scenario in which a city which has 1,000 bikes, each valued at 50,000. There are on an average 4 bikes stolen every year. Calculate the pure premium. So total प्राइस कितना है बाइक का 50,000 है. 4 बाइक्स स्टोलन हो रही हैं तो मीन्स ओनली 4 बाइक्स स्टोल हो रही है. 1000 बाइक्स हैं तो डिवाइड कर दो 1000 से. So 200 pure premium will have to be submitted. So option number D is the correct. What is the prerequisite for lodging a complaint with the ombudsman? अगर हम ombudsman के पास कंप्लेंट करते हैं तो उसके पहले क्या prerequisite है? The policy should be in grace period. There should be no complaint lodged with the insurer. The policy has to be general insurance policy. The complaint has to be related to a group policy. And the person making the complaint must be by an individual on a personal lines insurance and as per the terms of the reference of the insurance ombudsman. So a correct answer is the person making the complaint must be an individual on a personal lines insurance and as per the terms of reference of the insurance ombudsman. A fast business cycle means which of the following in untested areas for the risk management: more insurance requirement, limited insurance requirement, more claims, limited claims, more settlements. So the correct answer is a fast business cycle means more insurance requirement in the untested areas for the risk management. What can product changes include? Product change क्या include होते हैं? Eliminating the ambiguity in exclusion and coverage, changes in the wording of the policy, offering endorsement to the extent coverage. So correct answer is all three. Is the product change. Which of the below listed duties fall under an underwriter's job profile? To take on board all those who are interested in getting coverage under the policy, to decide on a special terms that can be offered for the accepting the risk, give updated training to the insurance agent, give best customer care services to generate new business. The correct answer is to decide on a special term that can be offered for the accepting risk. What are the listed requirements for the SDI relating to the design and rating for the insurance product? Convoluted complex policy wording, real risk transfer, and fixing arbitrary premium. So correct answer is only real risk transfer is the requirement for the SDI to design and rate the insurance product. Which of the following is a part of the policy document? Policy document का क्या part है? Surrender form, claim form और term and condition. So only term and condition are the part of the policy document. What is planned underwriting loss? Loss as a result of reduction in the customers, loss as a result of regulatory burdens, loss as a result of stiff competition, loss as a result of current expenses exceeding built-in margins, loss as a result of margins exceeding expenses. The correct answer is loss as a result of the stiff competition is the planned underwriting loss. हमें पहले से पता होता है कि competition की वजह से हमें जो loss होगा. Why should the insurance companies do regular product innovation? इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज रेगुलरली प्रोडक्ट इनोवेशन क्यों करते रहते हैं? टैक्सेशन की वजह से, एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ द कस्टमर और रेगुलेशन की वजह से. So by expectation to meet the expectation of the customers, insurance companies regular do product innovation. If the rates proposed are based on the reinsurance market level of the rates, determine which of those listed would be an appropriate justification of the price. So the correct answer will be option number E. Demonstrate that the rates of the reinsurance market have been properly ascertained. The problems in the underwriting for a portfolio can be due to competitor action in the marketplace, paucity of the awareness, the mindset of the consumer with regard to the insurance. So a correct answer is the problem in underwriting for a portfolio can be due to the competitor's action in the marketplace. Which of these are contained in the proposal form? Surety bond, details of the physical features both favorable and adverse, bank guarantee. So correct answer is details of the physical feature both favorable and adverse. An insurer should design the insurance product which have the fair term and condition, do speculation to maximize the profit, have discriminating insurance policies. Correct answer is only one. The insurer should design the insurance product which have fair term and condition. So friend, with this we have completed the 50 memory based question for the general underwriting insurance. दोस्तों अगर आपको किसी और सब्जेक्ट के भी मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन इसी फॉर्मेट में चाहिए तो आप हमें कमेंट सेक्शन में ज़रूर बताइए. हम कोशिश करेंगे कि आपको वो सभी मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन प्रोवाइड करा सकें.